Hello viewers and welcome back. As of recent we've taken a deeper look at film cinematography, with last year's video looking at Roger Deakins being one of our favourites we've made to date. And so moving forwards I wanted to take a look at another modern maestro. And so here's our list looking at the 10 best films from the incredibly talented Emmanuel Lubezki. Number 10, Burn After Reading.
Well, thank you for correcting me.
You should try the chef, Harry. It's very good.
Oh, yeah, I can eat goat cheese. I was just telling your husband that I have a condition where I'm going to anaphylactic shock when I...
Harry works in the Marshal Service.
Whilst it's not often touted as one of the Coen brothers' best films, Burn After Reading is nonetheless an entertaining black comedy featuring the typically deluded characters the Coens enjoy making the subject of their films. Lubezki brings to the film a minimal touch, framing the characters perfectly and allowing the dialogue and action to speak for itself.
The secret guy.
So is he high up?
I don't know if he's high. Probably. I mean, I got his name, not his rank.
So what's his name?
Number 9, Y Tu Mama También. At the time, Alfonso Cuarón was looking to make a film outside of Hollywood and distance himself from the commercial cinema he had been making in America. Both himself and Lubezki then returned to their native Mexico to make this coming-of-age road movie. The film was shot with a handheld camera, the result being a raw and documentary-like look that Lubezki makes work like magic. His use of natural lighting, framing and long takes are all masterful, with the film's visual beauty mostly due to the simplicity of its shots. Number 8, To the Wonder. Lubezki and Malick quickly followed up the Tree of Life with the more polarising To the Wonder. Chivo's cinematography juxtaposed the intimacy of the film's central relationships with the larger void of the natural world. A large portion of the film was shot in Oklahoma on the Native American plains of the Osage Nation, and even critics who disliked the movie's meandering story still admitted that Lubezki's work was in top form. Number 7, Sleepy Hollow.
Who's there?
Tim Burton was impressed by Lubezki's work in Great Expectations, which had an almost gothic look to it. Known for his love of German expressionism, Burton wanted Sleepy Hollow to be full of shadow, contrast and blackness. He worked closely with Lubezki to give the film the gothic, sinister look it has, going for the most monochromatic colour palette possible. The film is brimming with greys, blacks and whites that perfectly evoke the macabre essence of the story, and deservedly earned Lubezki an Oscar nomination. Number 6, Gravity.
Look, we need to get the hell out of here. Need some help there, man? No, don't wait for us. Man down! Man down!
Gravity was revolutionary in several ways, thanks to the incredible work put into it by all the departments involved in its making. The average shot in the film is around 40 seconds long, full of tracking shots that were incredibly hard to execute. Lubezki mentioned that the look of the film was inspired by astronauts' descriptions of space, with the uninterrupted 13-minute long opening scene being one of the greatest things Lubezki and Cuarón ever did. Ultimately, they both ended up winning the first Oscars of their careers. Number 5, The New World.
Where do you live? Give me a sign.
After several quiet years, Malick returned to filmmaking by delivering The New World, a dramatisation of the colonisation of Jamestown in Virginia, centred around a romance between John Smith and Pocahontas. It is a beautifully shot film typical of Malick-Lubezki collaborations. A film that thrives in authenticity, Malick wanted to shoot in location to make the story seem more realistic. Lubezki captures the story with both beauty and urgency, working under some of the most challenging conditions of his career. Number 4, Birdman.
You don't get to come in here and pretend you can write, direct, and act in your own propaganda piece without coming through me first. So break a leg.
By the time Birdman came around, Lubezki was already revered as a master cinematographer, but Birdman took things a little further. Alejandro Inarritu's dark comedy follows a troubled actor, struggling under the weight of his glory days. The film appears to be shot in a 2-hour super take, an effect that was achieved through clever use of editing and computer-generated frames. Whilst the camera frequently pauses in rooms and lingers on characters, it never appears to cut to a new angle or shot.
This is about being respected and validated. Remember, that's what you told me. That's how you got me into this shit.
Number 3. Children of Men. Reuniting Lubezki with Alfonso Cuarón, Children of Men is a dystopian thriller set in 2027 Britain. Using lengthy single-shot takes in which extremely complex action takes place, including one tour de force 7-minute shot following Clive Owen through the streets and into a crowded apartment building during a raging firefight, Lubezki's cinematography dazzles the audience with visual virtuosity. Number 2. The Revenant. The Revenant is one of the most stunning cinematography achievements in regards to its use of natural light. That's no easy task, especially in the locations used for this film, but Lubezki makes it work beautifully, to result in haunting image after haunting image. The danger of the wild comes to life wonderfully through Lubezki's lens, and you really feel the visceral quality of the filmmaking seep through the screen. Before we reveal our number 1 film, here are some honourable mentions that just missed the list. Ali.
You crazy? They killed Malcolm! They shot Malcolm! They shot Malcolm! They shot Malcolm!
A Little Princess. Song to Song.
Can't be left alone for more than 5 minutes.
A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Violet, Klaus, and Sunny. It's addressed to us.
Look at all these postmarks.
Knight of Cups. Number 1. The Tree of Life.
Be quiet.
What did you say?
A visual poem like no other, The Tree of Life is where Terrence Malick convinced Emmanuel Lubezki to reveal the light in real time. There is always an element of spirituality to Malick's work. It's a theme that's blatantly explored in this film, but it's best expressed in the way that Lubezki chases the light and creates portraits of the family in an endless struggle between life and death. This approach to imagery is not new to Malick, but the virtuoso camera work brings fixation on this subject to profound new heights. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave your opinions down in the comments below and hit the subscribe button for more regular content.